If you're a man and you want to say no to dad bod for good, then this video is for you. Because today, I'm going to break down the one fat loss tool almost every man dismisses, even though it's the reason most diets fail or finally stick. And if you stick to the end, I'll show you what actually made fat loss sustainable for me after years of trying everything. So you can stop forcing results and actually start seeing them. So let's get into it. First, I want to talk about the first assumption. Fat loss assumes you've nailed calories, the hard truth most men avoid. What the problem is. A lot of men want fat loss results without actually controlling calorie intake. They believe, I train hard, so it should balance out. I'll just eat clean. Or calories are for beginners. Why the problem exists? Because calorie tracking feels restrictive, like it goes against being a real fitness guy. So men try to prove they're the exception. At least that was me. Early in my fitness journey, I resisted counting calories. I wanted to be the guy who proved you can eat anything and still get results, as long as you trained hard. Yeah, that didn't happen. And that's why, after more than 18 years of lifting, I still didn't see my abs consistently until recent years when I finally nailed my calorie intake. For you, it might look like guessing portions, eating healthy but still overeating, weekend blowouts, never knowing why progress stalls. Different behaviors, same issue. There's no controlled calorie intake. Before we go on, I'm going to be very real with you right now. If your goal is fat loss and you haven't nailed calories yet, I want you to stop and don't even continue this video. You gotta fix that first. With that said, let's get back to the video. But even when calories are controlled, there's another reason fat loss still feels miserable. Really quick, if you're getting value, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more men who need this message. Next, I want to talk about the second assumption. Fat loss assumes you're not constantly starving. Why protein quality matters. What the problem is. A lot of men think, as long as I hit my protein number, I'm good. But they're still hungry all the time. Why the problem exists? Because not all protein is created equal, especially from a fullness standpoint. Liquid protein, low volume protein, calorie dense protein. They hit numbers, but they don't keep you full. At least that was me, because I learned the hard way. Even when I started tracking protein, I was still struggling until I realized protein amount isn't the same as protein quality. And that's when I switched to chicken breast. Simple. High protein, low calories, and high volume. And everything changed. For you, it might be protein shakes that never satisfy, eggs that disappear too fast, red meat blowing your calories, constant cravings, different foods, same outcome. Hunger kills consistency. So if calories are controlled and protein is dialed in, why does fat loss still feel so hard? Now let's talk about what you came for. The most powerful fat loss tool nobody respects. What most men are missing entirely. What the real problem is. Fat loss quietly assumes something most men don't account for. You can't keep explaining hunger, stress, and fatigue with diet alone. There is such a thing as too low calories for your body. At some point, you need to create a calorie deficit through movement, without wrecking recovery or spiking hunger. Why the problem exists? Most of these cardio options fail. The HIIT training, the running, the biking, they spike hunger, increase fatigue, require endless motivation, are not sustainable long term. So men quit or compensate with food. Now I've tried everything, and the thing that changed everything wasn't intense cardio, it was walking 10,000 steps a day. Walking doesn't spike hunger, doesn't wreck recovery, and fits into real life. It can be broken up throughout the day. I walk after meals, I walk with my family. I even bought one of those walking pads. It's about a couple $100 on Amazon, worth every single penny. It integrated fitness into my day-to-day life, even on my worst days. I'll tell you something else. Walking burns roughly 300 to 500 calories a day. That's 2,100 to 3,500 calories per week, 8,400 to 14,000 per month. You get the idea. That's real fat loss without burnout. And bonus fact, 3,500 calories equals roughly 1 pound of fat. When paired with a consistent diet, results finally stay. For you, walking might mean less hunger, lower stress, more family time, easier discipline, fat loss that doesn't feel like suffering. Different lives, same solution. 10,000 steps a day. So the core message that ties all this together is this. Walking isn't weak. Walking is the tool that makes everything else work. The most powerful fat loss tools don't feel intense, they feel repeatable. That's why walking isn't just cardio, it's your fat loss weapon. If this video hit home, if you've tried training harder, dieting harder, and still feel stuck, that's exactly why I built the 5-day Malusog Reset. We don't start with intensity, but we start with structure, calories, protein, and daily movement you can actually sustain. If you want a system that works with real life instead of fighting it, the reset link is in the description. Tagalog sign off, hindi lahat ng epektibo ay mahirap. Ang mahalaga, inuulit, which means not everything that works is hard. What matters is what you can repeat. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.